June 2011, the 1.6 update of Minecraft Hardcore mode was added to the game, and it was quite well received by the community as it serves as a somewhat challenged people back in the day. But nowadays, people can speedrun the game with the fastest time being only 6 minutes and 50 seconds. And the main update accountable for all of this is 1.14, which is why I'll be explaining how 1.14 secretly ruined Minecraft Hardcore for me. In case you were wondering, Minecraft 1.14 was a village and pillage update released on the 23rd of April in 2019. It now revolutionizes villages for the better. Originally villages looked like this, and now they look like this. And they also introduced a new structure called the Pillager Outpost that looks like this. Now Pillager Outposts have a mob named the Pillager Captain, and if you kill them you get the Bad Omen effect. Nowadays it's been a bottle, but you know, time to change. Which would activate a raid to the next village you went to, which brings me into the first issue of 1.14, which is raids. Before raids, you had to go to the nearest woodland mansion, which are quite rare, and kill an evoker to get a token, which is fair to get such an item, but evokers can spawn in raids, which makes them a lot easier to grab, as you are out in the open and more evokers spawn in raids than in the woodland mansions, I think, at least. And eventually people in the community learned how to make raid farms, which made tokens extremely easy to get and basically gave you infinite lives in hardcore. I also want to discuss how villagers made Minecraft a bit too easy, because before 1.14 villagers were quite useless as they traded for emeralds, and trades weren't the best as the profession they had was random and couldn't be changed. But in 1.14 that all changed as villagers got more human-like design accorded to each profession, as this is a librarian and this is a cleric, whereas back in the day it was hard to tell which villager had which profession, but players learned that in 1.14 they could change the villager's profession as long as they destroyed all the job site blocks except for the one that they wanted to give the villager. Most players use a fletcher table to get a fletcher as 4 logs of any type equaled 1 emerald, because 32 sticks, and a lectern to get a librarian, as it can trade for almost any enchantment book, which in turn made getting max gear really easy, as you could only use an enchantment table and other loot found elsewhere to get max gear back in the day, which took quite a while. But there is one thing which I think made hardcore and just speedrun a bit too easy, which is the bed problem. Because before 1.14 speedruns were different, as you couldn't run to the nearest village for a free dragon kill with beds, but in 1.14 nearly every village house included a few beds, which in the end Another Dimension added as bombs, which made the speedrun process easier. And when Minecraft 1.16 was released, the speedrun got even easier, but that's not the topic I'm on about. So in conclusion, I may not have covered everything, but in my eyes, I think I gave good proof that 1.14 covered hardcore's difficulty in both general and speedrun. If you feel like I have got anything wrong, then feel free to leave a comment if you like this video and you'll like, because that's why it's there. Maybe I'll make another similar video. Okay, bye bye.